Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thanks for joining me. On the table today we have the Springfield Hellcat and the Sig P365 SAS. These guns are not mine. They belong to Shoot Point Blank in Carmel, Indiana. And they called me right away when they got them, and they only got one of each. So I scooted over and wanted to do this quick video just to show you the pistols. And I'm not going to go into an in-depth review. If you want to know the sizes and the weights and all that of the guns, there are plenty of videos out there right now that can show you that. But I just wanted to show you the guns themselves and what a first impression is of just handling the pistols. So let's get going. Let's start with the Hellcat, and all the weapons you're going to see in this video have been safety checked several times. So here's the Springfield Hellcat. As you can see, it's got the nice serrations in the front and in the back. They do their job. They're not very sharp and they're not very deep, but you definitely can get a hold of them. You can also see the guide rod that protrudes out of the frame of the pistol, and that is, it's got a bit of texture in the front, and that is so the slide does not go out of battery in case you were to hit against something. It's got the flattish trigger that the safety does disappear and makes it almost a flat trigger here. You do have the landing pad here for your thumb with the texture. It's got a nice grip texture all the way around. Now, I forgot what they're calling it, adaptive grip technology, whatever they're calling it. See if the camera will focus. I don't know about that. Some reviewers are saying that if you press the outer part of it, it's softer, and then the inner part of it grips you like a double grip type thing. Let's see, the focus is not working on me now. But I'm just not seeing that. There we go. The way it feels, it's actually, to me, it could be a little more aggressive texture. I like it that it's got texture up here. I'm walking you around the gun so you can see it. What I do love about this is this sight picture. That is a true U dot. And let's see if I can focus on the front as well. There you go. It's a true U dot there. And I like the way it looks. The pistol seems to be well made. There's no excessive rattling at all. The slide to finish, the slide to frame finish seems to be nicely made. So overall, it seems like a nice gun. This is, of course, not the optics ready one. Capacity, it comes in with 11 plus 1 or 13 plus 1. So that takes it above the Sig P365 by 1. So I think it just truly depends on what you're looking for. If you can see inside, and that's why I left it locked open, the feed ramp is nicely polished. The mag does not have an orange follower, but there's the mag. 11 plus 1 or 13 plus 1 with the extended one. And since we got it here, let me show you the trigger. You hit the wall right there. A nice break. And then the reset goes a little bit way out there, but more than acceptable for what the gun was designed to do. And then the break again. So overall, it feels nice. It does feel a bit plasticky to me. Surprise, surprise, it is plastic, but it really does feel plasticky. It's got a nice uppercut up here under the trigger guard. The trigger guard is ample, so plenty of room. I have medium-sized hands, so if you're wearing gloves or bigger hands, it will give you plenty of room. There's no texture in the front, and you have a single slot here for a small light or whatever you can hang off that. So here's a quick look at the Hellcat. It's nice. Am I blown away by it? Would I go run, and if I owned a P365, would I run out and sell it, or would I run out and sell my Glock 43x, which, as you know, is my EDC now, my daily carry? I don't know. I have yet to shoot one. Maybe my impression will change once I shoot it, but as of right now, it's nice. It's the capacity is great, but without shooting it for one extra round, am I going to run out and get it and sell my other gun? Probably not. The other one I wanted to show you, bring it into the forefront, is the new Sig P365, but this is the SAS, the Sig anti-snag. So apparently everything's been dehorned, and right away you can tell that there are no sights on the top of the slide. The slide and the barrel have been ported, and it's got the Meprolite sights. So wanted to walk you around the gun. The rest of it is a regular Sig P365. As far as the size, the capacity, everything is the regular P365. So you got your 10+1 or your 12+1 depending on the mag that you buy or that it came with. So see if I can give you a look there and focus the camera a bit, and that's what it looks like. So you just put the dot in the middle of that, and that's your aim point. There's been some reviewers that don't like this because they said that in order to aim correctly, you've got to cover your target with a dot. Well, this gun was not designed for bullseye shooting, and if this was designed for self-defense, and you put this dot on the target that you need to neutralize the threat. So I don't see that as a problem. The one thing that I can tell you is that we took this gun into a dark room here, and it's very, very dim. And it was hard, at least for me, without any training, to find that dot. So unless I got quite a bit of training with this, to me, this would be a big downside of this gun right now, at least for self-protection, especially at night, is finding that dot. Also, some people have come out and say that on a short, small gun like that, to have a ported barrel and a ported slide, if you had to fire this from your waist or very close to you for self-defense, where are all those gases and all that hot air going to go? Well, into your face. So what are your thoughts on a ported barrel and a ported slide on a gun this size? But the trigger, everything else feels exactly the same. The other thing is that because it's been dehorned, the controls have been shrunk tremendously, to the point that to me they're very difficult to operate. So if I drop the mag on this, let the camera focus a little bit, and again, the gun has been cleared. So there it is, the brake, everything. But with a mag inside, let's say that now you're in this position, this is almost impossible to use. It's almost impossible to get. So in reality, and I was told that it was designed this way, that you had to drop the mag in order to release the slide. Now, I'm not sure if that is the reality, but that's what I was told. So here's the Sig P365 SAS. Camera focus again. There's the ported part of it, and the Meprolite sight, how it sits. Got to give Sig top marks for innovation, at least thinking outside the box. So there it is. And now what we're going to do is just give you a quick comparison of the Hellcat with my daily carry, which is the Glock 43x. And you guys have seen this one in a couple of videos now. It's got the Ameriglow night sights on it. So comparing the two, size-wise, let's see how I can do this, number one, without scratching the guns, but also so it's correct. So size-wise, let me see if I'm doing this right, give it justice. They're almost the same with the 43x. See? Now, there's the difference on the mag. The 43x on the bottom, as you know, it's 10+1, and the Hellcat, as it sits right now, as you're looking at it, is 11+1. and there's the difference on the grip. Okay? So that's with the Hellcat. And the Sig P365 SAS, everybody's seen the Sig compared to the 43x. There's no difference in size with other Sigs. P365 is exactly the same gun. 10 plus 1, 10 plus 1 with a Glock 43x. So as you've seen in my other videos, I've gone through several Sig P365s, and I've settled in the Glock 43x. To me, it just feels more comfortable. The grip feels more comfortable. The Glock 43x versus the Hellcat, I don't know. I still feel more comfortable with the Glock 43x, but I can tell you that the Hellcat feels more comfortable in my hand than the P365. See if I can arrange these correctly. So it'll give you an idea on sizing. And here you have them. A very quick look. I hope the sizing and the taking a look at what the main characteristics are. The Glock 43x, the Sig P365 SAS, and the Springfield Hellcat. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are you carrying right now? If you had to choose between these three, which one would you choose? I think Hellcat, they did a valiant effort, and I think it is a good gun. We'll have to see how it goes if when I get the opportunity to shoot one. Got plenty of experience with the P365, and I'm really liking my Glock 43x. So there you have it. Thanks to Point Blank in Carmel, Indiana for allowing me to use their two guns for this video. And please comment below. Let me know what you think about the Hellcat, what you think about the SAS. And until the next one, thank you for watching, and God bless.